Hello, Comet sports fans, and welcome to Mason High School Arena for some GMC boys basketball action between the Mason Comets and Lakota West Firebirds. Should be a great showdown. Lakota West, they're hot right now, and Comets took a big loss on Friday against Fairfield, looking to bounce back. Should be a good one. My name is Adam Little, joined alongside my partner for tonight's broadcast, Will Buckler. And Will, what are you looking forward to, man?
I'm looking forward to this game. We have two great teams here that are going to go battle it out. We got a big game here for the bounce back, hopefully, for the Comets here after losing by 18 points to Fairfield last week. Going to see how they respond to that against a very hot, like you said, 4-game win streak, Lakota West Firebirds. So I'm ready to get this going.
It'll be the junior LJ Green and Abib to tip it off, and Abib wins the tip for Mason. And Lee Manker get things going early for the Comets. He finds DeBross.
And Abib's trying to work in that post there. They're trying to get the ball to him. He's going to set a screen. They're going to get it to him at the top of the key here. Going to try to get him going early with that huge height advantage he has on everyone.
Yeah, and he had a tall task ahead of him last week against Fairfield. Was playing against a 6'10 dude, and he takes advantage of his height advantage there for 2 points early as he banks that one over Bryce Curry, the freshman.
Yeah, and that's going to be a great matchup to watch this game as we get into this early going action. How is Abib going to be taking this matchup against LJ Green?
It'll be Isaiah Tyson now as he finds Hakeem Smith. Firebirds moved it inside, out to Curry. That one no good. What you're going to be hearing that last name Curry a lot tonight. The brothers Bryce and Bryson make it extra confusing on y'all, both on the starting five for this Firebird team. As Abib has it now. He'll find DeBross looking across the court. Dishes it to Kirkland. And the three is good from the senior.
And that is what Mason has been all about this year, the three ball. They are one of the highest shooting three-pointers, three-point field goal, three-point percentage team in the GMC right now. And they have been going at that all season long, looking to keep it going here against the Firebirds.
Yeah, Comets live and die by that three, and that's part of the reason they struggled so much against Fairfield last week, because that three ball just wasn't hitting. A foul going to be called there on DeBross. The first foul of the game, the first of the night for the Comets. Take a look at tonight's starting five for Mason. Dylan Ringwald, Matt DeBross, Ben Manker, Luke Kirkland, and Abib. Ringwald had one of his best games of the season last week against Fairfield.
Yeah, he's having a great season, and he's going to be a big part of this team as Bryce Curry makes the layup there. He's going to be a big part of this game for them if he can hit that three ball. He's at 44% on the season as Manker takes the layup and big bodies Hakeem Smith for the layup.
Yeah, Comets getting going early to a 5-point lead, 5:56 to go in this first quarter. We apologize. Our time score bug isn't working tonight, so we'll stick with the old-fashioned quarter graphic. We'll be giving you time updates throughout.
And we can see Mason going back here, falling into the 2-3 zone, trying to just switch it up on them, give them a different look here, as that's going to be a three ball from Hakeem Smith. Hit it, and they go instantly into the full-court press. They get out of it, though, quickly up to Ringwald.
And Manker will have it now. Mason trying to slow things down a bit. DeBross dishes it out to Kirkland, driving inside. He's got three Firebirds on him. Out to Abib. The three-pointer is good, and the big man cashes in.
And Abib is shooting a surprisingly good percentage from the three-point ball for how big he is. He's shooting 38.3% from the three ball this year. So that could be a surprise factor that Lakota West might not expect out of the big man.
Yeah, Abib doesn't shoot it often, but when he does, he's got a great chance of going in. 4:52 to go now. Curry driving inside on Kirkland. That one tipped away by DeBross, and it'll be a steal. One of the top defenders in the GMC in the steal category, and he adds to his total there.
Yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of that tonight. He is top in the GMC at 3.8 steals a game right now. That's going to be a big part of it for the Comets. They average 11 steals per game as a team, so that's going to be one of the turning points that they're going to try to get an advantage here on the Firebirds.
4:42 to go in the first. DeBross looking inside to Greer, who just recently checked in. Pump fake, guarded by Firebirds, looking for a foul, no call. and Curry will pull in the board. Tyson has it in transition now. West wasting no time, and the Euro step layup is missed. Bryson Johnson in the game now for Mason. One of the team's only true point guards is Greer, driving inside, and he converts the and one. Braden Greer missed some time this year due to that injury he suffered in football season, the broken collarbone, but he's back now. Comets are starting to ease him in. You saw, came off the bench.
Yeah, he's going to be a big part of this, being a senior out there. You know, all 6'2" of him going to hope to contribute as much as he can, and does there with the and one. See if he can convert it.
Greer never looking to shy away from some contact as he connects on the free throw attempt. Comets extend their lead to 8 early on. So a nice offensive showing. And DeBras knocks that one away. Possession will stay with Lakota West.
And that's just a very heads-up play there from DeBras, being able to hit that out, not let them get in transition there.
Tyson guarded by Johnson. Mason back to a man defense now. They've been switching it up throughout the game already, and we're only 4 minutes in.
And that's what you have to do. You're playing the #1 offense in the GMC here, averaging 60 points a game. As he takes it and converts the and one, that's going to be Isaiah Tyson, the senior, with that bucket.
Yeah, nice finish inside there by Tyson. Didn't even look like he was really trying to make the basket, just was trying to draw the foul, threw it up, and happened to go in. But yeah, Lakota West been very productive all year offensively, and they're not the flashiest team, but you know, they're shooting one of the best percentages in the GMC, around 45%.
Yeah, they have a great field goal percentage average, and they have multiple guys that do it, not only just one. As Tyson gets it up here, throws it up the court, caught out by Kirkland as he hits that out and avoids the transition bucket. But yeah, like you were saying, Adam, Lakota West has one of the highest field goal percentages in the entire GMC. They have 5 of the top 10 individual field goal percentages, and so they're just getting those easy buckets down low, and that's going to be one thing that the Comets have to do to avoid disaster this game. They're going to have to contain them, make them take those low percentage shots, and not give them anything easy down low.
3:41 now to go in the first quarter. Lakota West passing it around the perimeter. It'll be Bryson Curry driving inside. Step back jumper. No good. Rebound pulled in by the senior Josh Sweeney. As DeBras getting things going. Inside to Kirkland. Back to DeBras. Inside to Sweeney, and he will be fouled. That one on the freshman, Josh Tyson. And West, they've got 3 freshmen on their varsity lineup. We've already seen 2 in the game tonight. LJ Green, one of their top scorers, a junior, so they've got some youth on this squad. Comets will inbounds. Sweeney has it at the top of the key, finds DeBras. Comets trying to drive inside, but tough Lakota West defense. DeBras back to Johnson, and Lakota West staying strong defensively here. As DeBras, an open 3, that one no good. And rebound pulled in by Tyson.
And you can see how scared they were of him to take that, because he's averaging, or he has a 46% three-point ball going this year, and that's a scary shot from anybody taking that. As Greer gets the rebound there, passes it up to Kirkland.
Comets slowing things down offensively, playing their brand of basketball. Lakota West trying to speed things up, but Comets staying disciplined, running their offense. Acrobatic pass outside. DeBras no good from the 3. But an offensive board pulled in by Sweeney, can't put it back up. And they're going to say possession is still with the Comets, so good work on the offensive boards there.
And that's a great offensive board, like you said, but that's one thing that Mason strives at. They are averaging 27 rebounds a game to Lakota West's 18, so they're going to get on the boards and they're going to be feisty about it. And so it's going to be interesting to see how Lakota West responds. As Dylan Ringwald takes 3, does not hit it. Rebounded by Alex Dodokovic.
Mead Moss trying to work on Ringwald. He's the Firebirds' top scorer. Driving inside now is Tyson, and he connects on the lay-in. 1:52 to go here in the first. Mason speeding things up now as Kirkland driving inside. He's fouled, but they're going to say that one was on the ground.
Yeah, and like you said, Mead Moss, their highest score at 9.1 points per game, but they're such a balanced team. They have Hakeem Smith right in there behind him at 9.0. They have 6 players that are averaging 6 or more points per game, which is just absurd, having that much balance on the team. So Mason's going to have to respond to not only one player, but many, as Kirkland shoots that and misses. Grabbed by Abib, though, dished out to Ringwald, over to Manker. Manker for 3, does not hit it. Another board by Kirkland. And the aggressive Kirkland gets the foul taken on him, and they're going to get another out of bounds.
Yeah, it almost looked like Kirkland was just trying to call a timeout, kind of get things going offensively, but draws the foul. And Kirkland, old school player, very aggressive, always looking to draw that foul. Does a good job there. Lakota West one away from the bonus. Inside to Abib, puts the shot up over the freshman Curry, and it falls.
And that's just a great job recognizing the mismatch there that Abib had on him and just giving it up to your big guy to make the play.
Curry trying to work on Abib now. He'll dish it out to his brother. 3-pointer now by Mead Moss. And it's good, nothing but net. As Lakota West creeping back into this game now. One score. Abib out to Kirkland. 3-pointer, no good. 1 minute to go.
And you can see Johnson there just working his magic with his handles. That's his main asset with him. You know, not being the biggest guy, but just being able to use his speed, athleticism, and his handles to just make plays.
A couple of substitutions now. Isaiah Tyson will check in for the Firebirds, and Bryson Johnson will check back in the game for the Comets. Comets back in their zone defense now. And a travel going to be called there on Tyson. And Matt DeBras will check in for Sweeney.
And they're switching to the 2-2-1 full court pressure here. They're just going to go full man as he gets it to the agile Johnson. Going to just try to let him one-on-one to bring this up the court.
Johnson will find Ringwald. And an off-ball foul going to be called there on Mead Moss. It's wrapped around Manker. Manker's been held scoreless in this first quarter. He's had, don't want to call it a breakout season because, you know, he's been part of this Comets varsity squad for a while, but really, you know, taking some huge steps forward and really emerged as the team's, you know, leading scorer, but also, you know, one of the team's big leaders.
Yeah, I mean, he's taken that step forward to, you know, getting and honoring that senior leadership that he's been blessed with, you know, following the people who've led the path for him. And it's great to see because, you know, he's a big part of this team. He's been there for a while, and people look up to him. So it's just great to see him having a nice season like always.
Yeah, he's been getting varsity minutes since he was a freshman, floated JV varsity. He's really taken that, you know, that senior step that we always call it. Saw it with Ben Golan last year, and now the other Ben taking the rings here. So Tyson will find Bryson Curry. Lakota West getting it out to the perimeter now, driving inside. Floater. That one off the rim and is good. And Greer going to get called for a travel. Just got a little bit too excited there with 2 seconds to go.
And even though they made that shot, that is a low percentage shot, a contested mid-range shot. That's the shots you want them to be taking, not giving them those wide open layups and drives to the hole one-on-one, right? So I don't mind that shot if I'm the Comets.
2 seconds on the clock, ball thrown up. Saved by the Firebirds, but time will run out. Lakota West starting to close the gap here at the end of the first quarter. Mason still with the lead, 17-14 the score, headed into the second quarter. We'll be back with you for the rest of the action here on Mason Sports Radio. Welcome back to Mason Arena. Second quarter action here. This GMC showdown between the Firebirds and the Comets. Mason heads into the second quarter with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, I liked what I saw from both teams there. You know, it's a close game, and it's going to be a battle to the end here. It's
And West passing around the perimeter now. And they've stuck with many of the same dudes the whole game. It'll be the freshman Bryce Curry launches a deep three and hits it. Brewer just sticking with the same 6-7 guys throughout this whole game. Is that one going to be stolen by Davis, but stolen right back by the Comets? Manker in the corner, thought about a three, trying to drive inside, but this Lakota West defense has been strong all game long.
Comets are going to inbound it here. Manker. Gets it to Greer. Greer gives it back to Manker. Trying to get some off-ball action going as it's stolen by Bryce Curry. He's got a one-on-one against Greer, and Greer's going to foul him, and that's going to be a shooting foul. 2 shots for Bryce Curry.
Yeah, and it's a good foul by Greer, one-on-one. Didn't have great positioning, and you want to make the freshman work for the points, send him to the line. But Bryce Curry, man, 6'3" already as a freshman. You look at him, and he does not look like a freshman. I mean, I would have thought he was a junior, maybe even a senior. Just by looking at him and the way, with the confidence he plays, as he sinks the first one there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's having a great season so far, averaging 6.1 points per game. And he's looking to keep that going here against the Comets as he hits the first one. Gonna doink in the second one. Pressing up on DeBras, back to Manker. And Manker's just gonna drive this up here. Not easy though, not gonna make it easy on him is Bryson Curry. Down to Abib. Abib surveying, gives it back to DeBras. They do not want to let him get the three up. Over to Greer. Greer gonna drive it in, and it's gonna get pickpocketed by Bryce Curry up to Isaiah Tyson, over to LJ Green, and he's going to bank it in there. Isaiah Tyson with the layup, and that's right there why they're getting so many high percentage shots. Playing fast as DeBras takes a deep three, not going to hit. It's going to be out on the Comets. West ball, 21-17 right now. The Firebirds have jumped out. The Comets are yet to score this quarter.
Yeah, and Lakota West didn't have a lead the entire first quarter, but now have the 4-point lead, and really just like Will said, taking those high percentage shots, great ball movement, playing strong defense, and Coach Kelvin Moss got to be happy with the team, the way his team is playing to start the second quarter. And Coach Kelvin Moss taking over for Andy Fishman. He was with the Firebirds for a while, but Moss, looking to cement his own legacy now. And Will, someone mentioned we got the Pep Band here today, their first game here of the season. Mason Band was just at the Rose Bowl. So they've had a busy past few weeks as they went down to Pasadena.
Yeah, I'm sure they had a great time down there watching that game. And hopefully another great time here watching this one. As we're going to have Lakota West inbound the ball here, Tyson Davis. going to be Bryson Curry taking the ball up here. Ringwald on him. Playing this a little slower than they were going to, as it's going to be a good layup from Bryce Curry there. The freshman again making an impact on his own there. Little one-on-one drive.
Yeah, that time they're going to call a foul on Davis. He's frustrated. And that's the last thing Lakota wants to do, is kill their momentum by getting into foul trouble, making some irresponsible fouls.
Yeah, and they had some great momentum going into that timeout. They were picking it up, but they seem to have slowed down a little bit here as Johnson's going to take it up the court, work his magic, get by the defender over to Kirkland. Kirkland going to get stuck there. Tries to get it out to Bryce, and it's going to be a turnover on Mason. Lakota West ball.
Yeah, Bryce Curry did a nice job of aggravating the pass, and Mason, this was a very similar style of defense that Fairfield was pressuring them with on Friday. The first quarter looked like they had adjusted, but past 3-4 minutes or so, starting to kind of fall back to those old habits of the Fairfield game. And Lakota West just going to try to out-physical the Comets.
Yeah, as they get it down to the big man, LJ Green, passing it out to Tyson Davis. He's going to drive it himself. Not good. Rebound by Bryson Johnson. Johnson's going to push it up the court, out to Ringwald. And they're going to call a double dribble on Ringwald there. And this has been a problem for the Comets. They have 13.4 turnovers per game on average. And so we already see 2 back-to-back there. That's going to be a big point if they want to not necessarily get back in this game, but keep up with how the Firebirds have been playing.
Yeah, still got a lot of ball to play. 5:26 to go in the second quarter. But again, once you start getting that momentum back, can't afford to have those easy turnovers. As West going to try to capitalize here and extend their lead to 3 scores.
Yeah, Tyson Davis at the front here, passing it over to Josh Tyson. Tyson with the bucket. Another easy layup. Not something that Mason can afford to give up there. DeBras is going to take it up, trying to get past Tyson Davis. He takes the 3, no good. And back down to Josh Tyson. He's passing it up the court. Behind the back pass, and it goes out of bounds by Bryce Curry. Not exactly how you wanted to, how he drew that up there, but still up by 8 going on here.
Yeah, that would have been a play put on the highlight tape, but Lakota West just got a little bit too quick there. But the Comets, Matt DeBras, 0 for 4 tonight from 3. We said at the beginning of the broadcast, this Comet team lives and dies by the 3-point shot. They went 2 for 2 to start. Luke Kirkland hit one, then Abib hit one, but they haven't hit one since. So got to get that 3-point, ball back and going. And Coach Tui is probably telling the team in the huddle right now, let's settle for more of these high percentage shots, just as Lakota West is doing. We see them a lot of layups and easy 2-point baskets inside. Comets likely going to try to adjust and do something just like that here, as 3-point ball really not falling for him.
Yeah, but I mean, you can expect Tui to keep telling him to shoot. He's a 46% 3-point shooter. A shooter's going to shoot, right? So I expect him to not shy down and keep pulling that trigger there, as Johnson's going to take it up here, do a little spin move, give it back to DeBras. DeBras going to work his magic. Back to Johnson. Gets it down in the post to Manker. Manker taking on the freshman. Tries to show him what a little senior is, but not working there. As Johnson gets the block onto Tyson Davis. He's going to go up. Manker for 3. He's going to hit it as the Comets get back into this ball game with a nice 3-ball there from Manker.
Yeah, that play was set up by a beautiful steal by Johnson. And again, that's a high percentage 3 right there. The way this, Lakota West man defense is they're going to get right in your grill. So whenever you can have those open 3s.
As a nice bucket from LJ Green goes down there. Johnson, they're trying to let him work the offense through him and his passing ability. He is the GMC leader in assists this year. So he's obviously going to be wanting to be the one facilitating this court for the Comets. As Manker pulls another one, not going to hit it though, as they get it up here to Bryce Curry, the freshman, and it's just not going to go in. Foul on Johnson. Going to be 2 shots for the freshman.
Yeah, and Curry making his presence known. What a game the freshman's had. He's been up against, senior Ben Manker, and it's got to been pushing him around a little bit. So the freshman showing off his strength and making an impact early.
Yeah, he's
already been sent to the line multiple times.
He's been working everywhere, not, like you said, not making it easy on the senior. Maybe not as easy as Manker wanted it to be, but it's definitely going to be a battle that we're going to have to watch down there as Lakota West takes a 8-point lead here, trying to make it 9 with the free throw from Curry. Going to hit it right into that full court press. DeBras going to be the one to take it up here.
3:30 to go in the second.
Abib getting it out to Ringwald, trying to work the perimeter here. Not really working out, as it's going to be a steal from Bryce Curry again, and he goes for the dunk, but that's going to be a foul on Ben Manker. Wow, that looked like it could have been a bad injury for a second.
Yeah, I'm surprised Curry was going to try to put that one up, and Manker gets in his way. And yeah, that could have been a very, very dangerous play, but Curry pulls it back at the last second, and he'll be sent to the line.
And this has been a common theme so far. Yeah, Curry already been on the line a couple times, and he's hit the shots, right? That's a big thing. You can go to the line, but if you're not going to hit the shots, you're not making it count. But he's been making the most of those transition plays where he's gotten fouled on. And we're going to see if he can do it again here, hitting the first one.
Yeah, West now first double-digit lead of the night. Flipping the script from that first quarter. It's dominated by the Comets early, and West going on a run.
Yeah, and the Comets are just going to have to try to get some nice high percentage shots here as Bryce Curry hits it and makes it an 11-point game. They're going to have to try to penetrate the defense here, get in with Abib and Manker, and really work their magic down there, not chuck up a bunch of threes, because that obviously has not been working now, right, as they get another turnover.
Yeah, off-ball foul going to be called there on Tyson.
On Lakota West, still Mason ball.
In Lakota West, 7-3 record overall this year, 4-2 in the tough GMC conference. They've got some big wins over Fairfield, Lakota East there. 2 GMC losses on the year, handed to them by Sycamore and Middletown. Comets took losses to them as well. Also fell to Beaver Creek, but again, big win against Fairfield as Ringwald cashes in on the corner 3 there. And Lakota East.
Ringwald doing a great job there of just pulling up and shooting it, not taking any hesitation there. He knows who he is in his shot, and he's going to shoot that every single time. As we have Bryce Curry here, passing the ball over to Hakeem Smith, over to Josh Tyson, as it gets stolen by DeBras. 3-on-1. Tries to do a behind-the-back pass to Johnson, does not work out, but he does get the foul, and that's going to be 2 shots for Johnson.
Yeah, another great steal by DeBras. That's his second of the game. More importantly, great recognition by the senior. Could have put up a contested layup, but throws a nice little dish to Johnson, who's able to get sent to the line, and would not have been a very high percentage layup by DeBras, but instead elects to give it to the sophomore, who's now going to have 2 opportunities at the line.
And that's just what being a senior does for you. He's taking the less selfish play there, right? Not trying to force up a shot so he can get 2 more points on the board, right? Knowing that he's got an open teammate and he's going to try to, get the ball to your open teammate, which is exactly what you're supposed to do. Tyson's going to miss the second one. Rebound by Kirkland over 3 guys, and they're going to call a jump ball on that. Kirkland is hyped about it, and he is ready for this jump ball, and they're going to give it to Mason. That's going to be Mason Ball on the baseline. DeBras inbounding.
Yeah, arrow points towards the Comets. Nice heads-up play there by Kirkland.
Getting out to Abib here. Has a little mismatch. DeBras on the wing. Going to make a move. Gets it over to Abib. It's going to be picked off again. Bryson Curry pushing it up to Isaiah Meade-Mace. And he's going to hit the 3. His second one of the night already. They're going to push it back up to Kirkland. Wow, that was a grab by Bryce Curry. And we are going back and forth here. Bryce Curry's going to push it up over Abib, the 6'5 center. He's going to roll that in here. Wow, Bryce Curry is having a game already.
Yeah, 1:52 to go. Lakota West, now their biggest lead of the night, 12 points. What a turn of events there, capitalizing on the Mason turnovers. Mason just got to slow things down here, catch their breaths.
And they're playing exactly into what Lakota West wants them to. They want to play a fast-paced game. Mason needs to slow this down, get the ball to their big men down low, and play their game. Do not play West's game. As that's going to be a little push-off there. Not called. Gets it to a Beeb. Out to Kirkland. Kirkland for three. Not going to hit. Rebound by LJ Green. And Bryce Curry here taking it up. A great half so far on the line. Taking it up there against the Beeb. Getting that contested layup. Going to see if he can do something else here. Takes the three. Gets it in as he's falling down. Wow, Bryce Curry. My goodness.
Yeah, he is red hot right now, and almost, could have said that was an and 1-3. But what a game he's having. Comets putting pressure on him, but just making those shots fall.
And sometimes people are just having their game, and that's what Bryce Curry has going right now.
Under a minute to go, 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Mason trying to set up their offense.
And they're going to try to run this down to not give Bryce another chance to shoot it, because he is not looking like he's going to miss it. Over to Ringwald driving. And they're going to call a blocking foul. The Lakota West crowd did not like that. But it's going to be Mason ball.
Yeah, Coach Moss wanted a charge there by Ringwald. He's kind of making that motion with his elbow. That Ringwald kind of stuck his elbow in him, but they're going to say he didn't have his feet set. So 28 seconds to go. Comets could have potentially two more shots here in this second period as we see some substitutions. White Cooper checking in the game. Is this one going to be passed to Abib?
And Abib's out here working his ball skills. Gets it over to DeBras. DeBras, that's going to be a travel.
Or they're actually going to, they're going to call an off-ball foul on Abib. Set a little bit too hard of a screen, and again, can't have those turnovers in your own territory.
Yeah, especially down 15 in a game like this. You just want to make it to halftime here, not making any mistakes, and unfortunately, they do. They're going to give the Firebirds the last shot here.
Yeah, if you would have told me after those first 2 minutes that the Comps would be down 15 headed into halftime, I would have told you were crazy, but Lakota West really bounced back. What a game it's been from the freshman Bryce Curry.
Yeah.
Lighting up the scoreboard. And I've got to think that they're going to either turn to him or Moss for the final shot. And they do. So it'll be the Firebirds up 39-24. Almost 40 points here in the first half. A red hot start for the red hot Firebirds as they will head into the half with a big lead over the Comets. We'll be with you for the rest of the action here on Mason Sports Radio. And welcome back to Mason Arena for this GMC boys basketball showdown between the Comets and the Firebirds. And the tale of this game has been the Bryson Curry show. What a game the freshman has had. The freshman, just lighting it up on the scoreboard. And he's really just been unstoppable tonight.
Yeah, 18 points in that first half. He has not missed a single field goal yet, 2 3-pointers, 6 free throws. He's been getting to the line. And it's going to be interesting to see how they stop him here as they give the ball to him. Ringwald on him. He takes it right up again. Over a beat, doesn't get it, gets it back, and makes the and one. That's going to send him to the line. 20-piece already for Bryce Curry, the young freshman.
Yeah, Bryce Curry's been sent to the line 4 times already. He's looking to make it 100%. Hasn't missed. Missed his first shot right there, but didn't miss a shot in the entire first half. And it's not like these have been easy shots. 2 of them were just circus shots he threw up. But the Comets getting a hand in his face, not stopping him as his brother knocked that one away. DeBross trying to get up the court. Starting to run out of time, and he gets it.
Yeah, and that was almost another turnover. Turnovers were the point of the first half there for Mason. They had a difference of 14 points on turnovers there, did Lakota West had on them. As that's going to be another turnover.
Yeah, ripping it away. And they're just flying to the ball. And they played a really, really feisty man defense last Friday against Fairfield, and arguably playing an even feistier man defense against West tonight. It's a nice defense from Abib there, forces the miss from Green, and another turnover by the Comets.
Comets had 10 turnovers there in that first half, already 2 to open up this game. And like I said, 14 points off of turnovers there West had. That's the difference in the first half. They were up by 15 going into the half. So the Comets are going to have to discuss here some way that they can avoid these turnovers because they are costing them the game single-handedly.
Yeah, West smartly calls a timeout there, so they'll keep possession without having to have a jump ball called. Arrow will stay with them. But again, in the locker room, gotta imagine Coach Chu was just telling his team to slow down and obviously try to get an extra hand in the face of Bryce Curry. But other than that, just limiting turnovers.
Yeah, and another big piece they're going to have to do is, you got to get the ball to your playmaker. Your highest scorer per game, Matt DeBross, he has 0 points on the board right now. I don't know if he's ever done that in a half this season. So they're going to have to get the ball to him, make sure he makes some plays for them if they want any chance. 0 for
4 from beyond the arc, and once DeBross hits one, typically that's when it clicks and he's ready to go, but he's had trouble getting that first shot to fall tonight.
And they haven't made it easy. This is a great defending team, and every single time he gets it on the perimeter, they are on him, closing out like bees on honey. They are on top of him.
So it'll be West possession here, 6:53 to play in this third quarter. Tyson finds Green. This one inside to Curry. Nice defense by Abib, but offensive rebound by West. This one inside to Tyson, and nice defense again by Abib. As DeBross will have it in transition now. Dishes it to Ringwald. Back to Abib. Comets passing it around. Forcing the West defense to move around as Abib across the court to Ringwald. No good. Board pulled in by Kirkland. Non-stop action from this Comets offense here. Trying to keep West on their toes.
And you can see they're not letting West play their game here. They're playing their game. They're slowing it down, trying to get the ball inside as they give it to Menker. It goes backside to Ringwald, and that's going to be another turnover on the Comets. Pass was just a little too hard for Ringwald to reel in. And it's interesting, as you can see here, Kirkland down there in the bottom left of your screen. He is on top of Bryce Curry. He is not giving him any space, even though the ball's not even close to him. So that's how they're trying to stop him with Kirkland.
Yeah, trying to isolate Curry in that corner. So shake free of Kirkland. West handing it off beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Green. Cashes in. The 6'5" forward extends the Firebird lead to 21. Inside to Manker. Puts up a shot. But a charge going to be called. This is a good finish inside by Manker, but West was able to set their feet.
And that's already their fourth turnover, and we are not even 3 minutes into this half. Gonna hope these halftime changes pan out a little better here.
Yeah, 5:20 to go in the third.
Switching to a 1-3-1 here, zone, trying to just play more aggressive and get a steal here, like the Comets are great at.
Long range three from Tyson, no good, but another offensive board pulled in by West. Abib guarding the perimeter. That'll leave Green inside and swatted away by Manker. These Comets pull in the board.
And another brutal turnover here from the Comets.
Yeah, just as momentum was starting to tip their way, had that block. Manker loses control of it. Comets, we've already seen them change their defensive scheme 3 times. Back to that zone now.
Oh, they have him where they want him in the corner. They're going to call timeout, yeah. A good timeout from West there, but also a great job of putting them in that situation there from the Comets. And they're going to need that, down 21 here, 4:40 left in the third. It's not game over, but it's going to be a fight to get back in this one.
Yeah, just a Tuesday night, but mentioned earlier in the broadcast, pep band's here, so it's making the arena a little bit louder than it typically would on a Tuesday night. Pajama theme in the black hole. Safe to say, students are pretty tired. The first full week back at the high school, so pajamas pretty fitting theme.
Yeah, and it's interesting here. They've already taken out DeBras, not even 4 minutes into this half. Interesting how they're gonna try to play this without their star player. And dropping back into man here. Just switching it up on them, not giving them any chance to settle in on what they're doing.
Smith passed that one off the foot of Greer, but West retains possession. That long range two, no good, but offensive board pulled in by Green. No foul called as Johnson in transition now. He'll take it himself, and a blocking foul called and one as Johnson will try to tack on one more point at the line.
And that's a great job from Johnson. They're noticing that the defender was trying to take the charge there, so he slowed down, took the one step there, the gather step there to get that momentum slowed down in order to get that layup there and the and one. Just what the Comets needed here. Drawing it within 20 points now. Trying to get that extra free throw here. Going to see if he can do it.
And he hits it. It'll be Tyson, the brother of Tyson, Isaiah Tyson. That one looking inside. Another deflection there by Manker, making his presence known defensively. Puts up a contested shot, and Curry swats it away.
And his big day continues there against Ben Manker, who has had a little bit of a struggle so far on the offensive and defensive end on Curry. So, gonna just keep trying to get him going. You got to go back to your star players.
Comets pass around the perimeter. It'll be Manker to now drive inside and swatted away again by Bryce Curry. West trying to do some cherry picking. And a technical foul going to be called on Ringwald.
The ref pushing away Josh Tyson. He was getting into it there with Ringwald after that foul.
Yeah, and Ringwald pushed him from behind.
Yeah, you could hear a gasp in the crowd there. I mean, those are dangerous pushes there. You know, that's how people get hurt. But definitely not what the Comets needed there after getting a little bit of what felt like some momentum back going on their side.
Yeah, I gotta keep emotions in check this deep into the game, but there's still over a quarter to go. The Comets got to keep their heads on the court. Can't let this game get even more out of hand. And they were playing arguably their best ball of the season over the break in Florida. Went 3-0 in the tournament, and Fort Myers took down the number 2 team in South Carolina.
And so that's still going to be Lakota West ball on the baseline here. Grows that lead again back up to 20 points. It's going to be Josh Tyson inbounding it.
This one out to Dudukovic, the brother of Lakota West star Nate Dudukovic, but he'll be called for an offensive foul there.
Great job by Johnson there recognizing. He had his head down a little too low there and takes the charge. Drawed one on the other end, takes one here. And even up 20, the full court press is still in effect for the Firebirds here. They are not letting up.
Still that stifling man defense. Johnson a little trapped in the corner. He'll get it out to Greer. 3:14 to go in the third. Lupinski recently checked in, so he'll try to run a pick and roll. Lakota West defense staying strong, even as they're bringing some of their new guys in. Mason can't get anything inside.
Gonna try to drive it himself here. Not gonna work out. The crowd wants to travel. They get it back to Manker. Manker's gonna take it, or Greer's gonna take it himself, gets his own board, doesn't get it again, and he hits it.
Yeah, third time's a charm there for the senior. And Greer will steal it there as Jacob Lupinski finds Johnson. Johnson taking it up the court, loses control of the ball, and another turnover by the Comets. Fast-paced game here.
Another and one. I can't tell you how many times they have already had those. A great job by West at being able to finish their layups there, but just so costly for the Comets here. Just letting them extend their lead there as we're going to have Manker and Abib check in. Trying to bring back in some size here. Get some buckets down low.
Yeah, 2:14 remaining in the third. And despite the way the Firebirds have played, Isaiah Meadmoss has had a pretty quiet game, but another offensive board there by West.
I don't know
Tyson
if
Davis puts it up.
I don't know if Manker tripped there or something, but he ended on the ground after that play.
Out to Johnson, pump fake. Manker driving in now. The West defense staying strong. Ringwald out to Johnson, thought about a three. Almost stolen away by Dudukovic, and then stolen away by Mead-Moss. And a foul in transition. I believe this one's going to be on Ben Manker.
Yeah, transition fouls here, turnovers. We've just been getting that over and over this quarter here. Already 5 fouls on the Comets. And it's going to be 2 shots for Mead-Moss.
Yeah, West in the bonus already. Still a minute and a half to go. Mead-Moss, back-to-back trips to the line. Cashes in on his first shot there.
Yeah, and they did a great job in the first half there as a team hitting 6 of 7 free throws. Already having their fair share of them this quarter. As Mead-Moss hits the second one there, going 2 of 2 again. full court pressure, not letting up whatsoever, even up 24. DeBras back in the game here, trying to get him going. Pinsky drives it himself. It's going to be another offensive foul on Lupinski.
Yeah, and Hakeem Smith got a little bit of whiplash there as he fell down, hit his head on the hardwood. That's not a fun place. He's going to check out.
And you got to wonder if Mason's going to full court press here sometime soon. I mean, you got to do something here to change it up.
DeBras will check back in the game. Braylon Payton checks in for the Comets. And what a reverse layup there by Bryce Curry, showing off his athleticism.
And Manker going to try it himself, but feels like we've said it too much, but another turnover for the Comets here.
Yeah, Mason, averaging almost 20 turnovers a game and already eclipsed that mark tonight.
Yeah, 10 in the first half alone. Probably coming up on that number just in this quarter here, as Tyson's going to give it to Bryce.
Dudukovic trapped in the corner. Lupinski and Abib. But they'll get it out to Curry. Three-pointer now by Mead Moss. And he's good. Lakota West not missing the basketball tonight. That was 27 seconds to go now.
Great pass by Dudukovic. I don't know how he got that over Abib to his teammate and clearing that out there. But Manker's going to take it himself, or out to Payton.
That one long, but offensive board by Manker, and he's called for the foul. So 12 and a half seconds on the clock. Manker will miss his first. Kirkland will check back in the game to give Lupinski a break.
The Comets band looks a little bit deflated over there. Not playing quite as loud as they were earlier.
Yeah, down by 28. As Manker will check out after he made his second free throw attempt. It'll be Sweeney to take a spot. 10 seconds now on the clock. West, corner three by Robinson. And Robinson connects on the three. Lakota West doubling Mason now. 2 seconds on the clock. Kirkland puts up a shot, and it's no good. So 1 quarter to go here at Mason Arena. It is a 31-point ball game. The Firebirds. It's been an electric offensive performance. 61-30 the score. We've got 8 minutes to play, and we'll be back with you for the rest of the action here on Mason Sports Radio.
And welcome back here as we're watching the Comets take on the Firehawks here Not the best third quarter there as DeBras is going to take 3, not going in for the Comets there, and that's been the story of this game. Another transition here, and he's just going to lay that right in there, Tyson. And as we can see, the Firebirds have just owned the Comets this game here, taking a 22-6 lead there in that third quarter, as it's going to be another floater there from Tyson Davis.
Yeah, and the Firebirds, their shots are just falling today. Tyson Davis, throws up that floater, and it goes in. Not a very high percentage shot, but it falls, and it's just been the Firebirds' day. They've hit a lot of shots, and the Comets, on the flip side, hasn't been their day. Haven't been hitting a lot of shots. As Abib able to put in the second chance lay in there.
Yeah, and it's just been the turnover differential here that has been just killer to them, as Curry's going to take it, gets fouled again. 2 more free throws up here for Curry, having a monstrous game thus far.
Yeah, Curry 18 points in the first half. Eclipsed the 20-point mark in the third. Now his 5th trip to the charity strike tonight.
And I mean, it takes skill to be able to get to the line there, and obviously he has much of it, because you have to be able to drive down there, force the foul, make them jump, and he's been able to do that, and the Comets just have not had a response. So
yeah, and Curry, he's got 0 fouls, so he can be as physical as he wants. He's driving to the lane, not afraid to potentially get a charge, but
yeah,
it's been resulting in some opportunities at the line. So pulling the offensive board, West will stay on offense.
Back to Curry again. They're just going to slow this game down here. He's going to have a turnover, though. Gets it up to Manker. Manker going to take it himself. It's going to be Mason Ball out on Tyson Davis.
Plethora of substitutions for West. Cooper Taylor will check in the game. Michael Anadelli.
And we can see Bryce
Tyson
Curry.
Davis all check in.
We can see Bryce Curry probably check out there for the game after a wonderful day, as Bryson Johnson's going to take it up and not hit it. Rebound by Dudokovic. Dudokovic is going to take it up himself. Running a little 3-2 zone here. He's going to get it inside. It's going to be another turnover or a foul on Mason. It's going to be Lakota West ball. Dudokovic taking it out for the Birds.
Yeah, and Alex Dudokovic following in footsteps of his older brother, Nate Dudokovic. An outstanding career at Lakota West. And what a play by Abib. Abib, the alley-oop, and he'll just kind of catch it one-handed and throw it in.
You don't see many guys that tall making those types of plays, but what a pass by Bryson Johnson, too, putting it right in the spot where your big man can catch it and make a play. He's going to get a shot here to convert the 3-point play. And he hits it.
But yeah, heck of a play there by Abib. They'll give a little bit of a spark to this Comets offense.
It's going to be Alkindo taking it. Dudokovic outside, trying to double team him and trap him. Out to Alkindo. Going to take a little Euro step in. Not going to hit it over Manker, though. Manker batting it up, gets the rebound, hits it out to DeBras. DeBras going to drive it up. Out to Johnson. Johnson for 3, not going to go in. But Kirkland on the rebounds. Great job by Kirkland there to get the rebound. Top 5 in the GMC in that category. But unlucky, it's going to hit off his thigh, and he's going to give the ball back to the Firebirds.
Yeah, you don't normally see guards, perched into that top 5 rebound category. But Kirkland, again, he's an old school player and not afraid to put his body on the line. Fortunately, that one resulted in a turnover.
Good block there from Kirkland, though. As DeBras is going to take it up, 3-on-3. They're going to give it right back to the Firebirds. Three minutes left on the clock. 3-pointer from Cooper Taylor, the senior forward. And Kirkland's going to work his magic here. Not going to work out, though. Going to give the ball back to them in transition. Going to be another foul on Ben Menker. And the crowd here is just absolutely deflated. They're going to bring in the subs here.
Yeah, 5 substitutions.
2:30 left on the clock here. 35-68 Firebirds leading the Comets in this fourth quarter.
Mason gonna like some of their young guys get some minutes here. It's Carpenter guarding Davis. Davis driving inside, swatted away by Wyatt Cooper.
Gets it back out, though. Gonna take it himself. We're gonna call a travel, though, on Akindo. It's gonna be Mason ball, 1:50 left. Both the Pinsky twins there working the backcourt. Gonna be taking it up. Gonna drive it, little Euro step. Gonna get the and one there, Lupinski.
And Tyler Lupinski, the nice finish there.
Both him and his brother out there on the court. It's great to see.
Yeah, fun, and they're gonna be key players for the Comets these next few years. Only sophomores. And floating JV varsity, but add some size inside and definitely add some athleticism.
For sure, we're gonna have here Akindo passing it to the top of the key, Robinson. Gonna take it himself, driving. Gets a wide open layup, but does not convert it. It's gonna be the rebound by Peyton. Peyton gets the ball back, driving it himself again. It's gonna be another turnover on the Comets. 2-on-1 here for the Firebirds. Not gonna convert it, but gets the foul. And that's gonna send Dudokovic to the line for 2. And we have a running clock here, 30 seconds left. So the game will probably end during this free throw.
Yeah, and Lakota West, just an electric game offensively, especially in that first quarter. Had 40 points, and then tack on an additional 30. As the clock winds down, that running clock, Dudokovic goes 0 for 2 from the line. And the final buzzer will ring, but what a performance by the Firebirds. And it was their stifling defense that translated into high IQ and easy shots offensively, and ultimately led them to a huge win.
Yeah, and it was just West's ability to force those turnovers from Mason that just got them all those transition points and allowed them to really play their game there, play that fast-paced game and that transition game where they could get those easy and high percentage buckets. And that's why they're such a great offensive team. They make you mess up.
Yeah, the Comets will travel, take the long hike down to Oak Hills on Friday for another GMC showdown. But for tonight, Firebirds have a big win, 68 to 38 over the Comets. Big shout out to our crew tonight. Rhea Stravestiva working the camera, Lacey Dahl working the camera, Alyssa Feinblatt behind the scenes, and Will Buckaloo joining us, his first call of the year, and glad he was able to join us. One of our best broadcasters, and I'm excited to see him keep going. Final score from tonight: 68-38. Final score as Comets will travel to Oak Hills on Friday.